Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this St. Louis Park Rec Center for this evening's varsity hockey game between the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's and the Blaze of Burnsville. This is Michael Hawkins. I'm here with Jay Copeland, and we'll be doing your play-by-play in color this evening. Jay will set the scene for tonight's game, reviewing the home team, the Red Knights, but I'll set the table for the Blaze. Let's hand it over to Jay and let him do the introductions.
Well, thanks, Michael. The Red Knights are the defending state champions, having defeated Hill Murray in a championship game that few hockey fans will forget. Grant Bessie, number 12 for the Red Knights tonight, scored 5 shorthanded goals. 3 of them while the Red Knights were shorthanded. This is the second game of the season for BSM. They beat the Moorhead Spuds in a game last week. Also of interest, the Red Knights are not playing in a conference this season, having opted instead to play in an independent schedule where they can play anyone they want to play. Needless to say, their schedule is full of hockey's top-ranked schools in the state. The Red Knights are currently ranked number 1. Not too bad for a school of 850 students. Let's see what the Blaze look like. Here to introduce the visitors tonight is Mick Hawkins. Mick?
Thanks, Jay. Actually, it's interesting that you mentioned the population of Benilde-St. Margaret's at 850. Burnsville Blaze come from a school of 2,500. This is the third game of the season for the visitors. They've lost to Hill Murray last week, and then they won on Tuesday against Eden Prairie. That was a game that most people consider an upset. Now, will the Blaze be fired up tonight, or will they be mentally and physically exhausted after Tuesday's game? Players to watch. Besides number 26, Timo Kivolhami, number 22, Tyler Sheely, is perhaps the one to watch as he averages over 2 points per game. Number 20, Cole Borchert, and number 12, Brock Borster have a 1.5 goals per game so far this season. The Blaze are currently ranked number 6 in the state. The Red Knights number 1. So we have a number 6 versus number 1 game this evening. Jay was able to talk to head coach Ken Pauley of the BSM coaching staff earlier to get what Coach Pauley thought would be the keys to the game.
Well, like you said, I was able to talk with Coach Pauley earlier today, and he told me the keys to the game are first, to penetrate their defense. They boxed them in the EP game and got the win, so you got to get through that big 4. Second, we got to stop the Sheehy line. They struck early in the early period in their last game, so if you can slow them down, the better.
I was able to talk to head coach Ken Pauley. Pauley has 2 things he's looking for this evening. One, he wants our offense to penetrate. Now, that shouldn't be too tough with our first line, but we've got 2 more lines besides them. They have to penetrate. Burnsville used their defense very effectively against Eden Prairie by boxing everybody in. Secondly, Pauley says we have to stop the Sheely line. Sheely line struck 3 times early in each period, and that was in fact the name of the game. I was able to talk to head coach Kivolhami and of the Burnsville, and he told me the things they are going to work on are just to get better at everything. He wants to get better at power plays, he wants to get better at passing, he wants to get better at transition plays. He just wants to get better at it all, and it's early enough in the season for them to be able to do that.
We'll be back to evaluate these keys in the third period to see how each team is doing.
And we'll have the starting lineups for you after these public service announcements.
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. Fact is, if you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills 1 person every hour. 1 in 5 Americans is likely to develop a form of skin cancer during their lifetime. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. It could be the save of a lifetime. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the St. Louis Park Rec Center varsity hockey game between the Burnsville Blaze and the Red Knights of Benilde-St. Margaret's. This is Michael Hawkins. I'm here with
Jay Copeland.
Jay Copeland.
Don't discount me.
Yes, indeed. I think what we'll do is introduce the players as we're going along. They'll start, I think, with the Burnsville players. So if the camera can swing over to the Burnsville line, we'll start picking them up as we're going along. Okay, the refs are meeting and greeting. Here we go. There's the Burnsville team. So let's start with the Burnsville team. Starting in goal, the first one introduced will be number 1, Chris Mallon. Mallon will be number 1, and he's in goals right now. They haven't brought him up yet. Burnsville is a 1-1 record. There's Mallon. For the season, 1-1. They had a fabulous game against Eden Prairie on Tuesday, so it'll be really interesting to see what happens here. Number 19 on defense is Sam Dorkey. Number 28 is Ian Taylor. Number 26, it's supposed to be 26. I got him. Number 22 being introduced is Tyler Sheehy. The one we have to watch. He's going to be their gun this evening. Number 20, Cole Borchert. And number 12 for the Blaze, Brock Bozier. And there's the rest of the Burnsville team.
All right.
The camera should swing over to the...
And we begin with Red Knights goalie, number 30, Andrew Sprang. Followed by left defense with number 4, Johnny Austin. Accompanying him on the defensive line is Ben Newhouse. TJ Moore, number 23, will be our center. Dan Lebowski, number 27, to play left wing. And of course, at right wing, number 12, Grant Bessie. And there comes the rest of the Red Knights team.
Please stand, remove your hats, face the flag, and prepare for our national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the
Lots of excitement on the ice tonight, Jay. Lots of excitement. The national anthem was sung by Colleen Schroeder. She's also the announcer. The teams are lining up. Let's see what we got. Number 1 against number 6. What's your thoughts on the game, Jay? What your predictions? Anything?
You know, when we came into this, I thought this might be a real easy win, but now I'm going to retract that statement. I think this is going to be another one of those early games to test the Red Knights. Since moving out of conference, they've gotten a lot more difficult opponents.
Yep, and that was the reason for moving out of the conference, was to pick up some opposition that would strengthen the team so they could peak in February, March, and do very well.
Oh, yeah. Bring in some more close games, so I think they might have some trouble against these Burnsville Blaze, but
I'm with you. The fans are here. This is the first home game for the Red Knights. The students are in full force. It's really funny. Students, when they come to a game, any game, they don't sit for the game. So they're standing right on the red line, standing right and the students are actually in a couple of different places. So everybody stands. Hard to say. Okay, we're almost ready here. And TJ Moore will take the centering, I think, wherever he might be.
Yeah, there he's coming in.
Yep.
Got to get it ready. So
TJ gets about 55% of the face-ups. Looks like you got that one.
On playing center, it looks like you got to take it pretty well.
Yes.
It looks like you did really well getting that face-off.
Yep.
Burnsville Blaze are trying to control the puck in their own zone, but the Red Knights aren't allowing it.
And Burnsville, the Sheehy line is the line that really pops, it really scores. So they have to really watch these guys.
So you got probably the two best lines out there.
Look at that! Wow. Look at that! Look at that!
That's a very early goal.
Here I am saying we got to watch the beginning. Got to watch the Sheehy line pop.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
16:38 on the clock. So what is that? Oh, look at that! And there's the shot right there. 18 or 12?
8.
12, number 12. Good. Well, Brock Bozer, number 12, first blood. That's amazing that these guys are scoring so fast.
That was pretty early. You can tell these guys already mean business. So
they really do.
Hopefully, Andrew Sprang, number 30 from Benilde, can bounce back and regain a little bit of edge.
No, he's not. That's not a name I recognize from last year's roster. Jake, tell me a little bit about him.
He's a new transfer student. He came over from Shattuck this year for his senior season to play for Coach Pauly. So he brings a whole new game to that Stipper goalie that Justin Qualley, the old goalie, couldn't really fulfill.
And what kind of things does this guy have?
I think he's got a better speed. He's got more of an edge. He's a little more storied. Gotcha. He's a hard worker.
Boy, yeah. He was just as surprised as we were. I don't think the Blazers was down there 3 times, and all of a sudden they're scoring. So.
Yeah. Well, they came in and they went for the top left shelf, and
there it was.
Wasn't ready for that. So.
No, not at all.
Puck's back in Burnsville zone. They'll try to control it.
Number 6 for the Red Knights. Who's that? A guy playing on defense.
Number 6, Ben Newhouse.
He's a sophomore?
Yeah, been playing pretty well for a sophomore.
Yeah.
Part of this team last year as a freshman, so you don't see that very often. Ooh.
Right where it was supposed to be.
And a chance there for a one-timer by number 10, Alec Bear. He's also a transfer student coming over from St. Louis Park this year, but he's a freshman, so
really
he's still got a very long time ahead of him.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd call it a transfer student. Benilde-St. Margaret's is a 9 through 12 school, and so to have come in at 9th is just starting a new school. So, nice shot.
It's hard to call it a transfer, but a lot of people will say if you went to at the middle school you go to as a high school,
right,
and you don't go there.
Yep. Here we go. We're going to look at the goal again, shall we? Here it is. There it is again. The pass is going to come right there in the middle, and he just popped it. Yeah, right there.
Sprang was looking for the down low shot, but he ends up getting a little more air on it than he.
Yep, knocked the water bottle off, and that it's a good shot.
So you got to give him credit.
This is the first line again. It's our first line against their first line. Their first line is absolutely potent. Let's see what. But our first line is supposedly our first line. The Benilde-St. Margaret's first line is supposedly one of the best in the state. Let's see what happens. It's still early in the season.
Well, they've done a lot. They've got a lot of key players. You've got number 12, Grant Bessie. He's already committed last season to play for Madison next year. Number 27, Dan Lebowski. He's committed for Colorado College. It's already 2 big D1 schools on your top line. That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely right. Anybody else that you're aware of who's being looked at or who's committed?
Nothing yet, but I'm sure there'll be a lot more. Number 23, TJ Moore's got some skill. Looks like we're going to get a penalty here.
Here comes an offside. I'd guess an offside.
Probably offside.
Yeah, there you go.
Looks like it is wanting to drop it on the.
Yeah, that looked like a trip actually, but I think you're right.
I think they're going to call it the offside. Yeah.
Second line.
Gives the Red Knights a chance to change the lineup.
It's the third line. This is the third line for the Red Knights. Chumley 34, Zach Hale number 9, Chris Hickok number 2, third line. Who's 25 on defense is
25 is Nick Austin.
Okay. Who's out there with him? Nick Austin's not a name I recognize. Is he a freshman or sophomore? What is he?
Yeah, he's a freshman, so he must be new to the program
You're
this year.
kidding. Wow. So we're talking, all I heard was freshmen and sophomores. I mean, Vasquez is a senior, and Bessie's a senior, and Moore's a senior, but nice.
You can tell
Nice.
And that's a quality play. That's exactly what this team is going to need.
Oh, boy. Chris Hickok, what a beautiful play. A wraparound goal.
He's coming up big when they don't
Let's watch this one. This is so good. Here comes Chris right around. He just comes right around and whips it in. Oh, nice goal.
Gets a good seal between the post and the goal, and he's able to whip that one in. That's pretty talented.
Absolutely. You know, so when we get a chance to look at the bench, one of the coaches on the bench for Benilde-St. Margaret's is Troy Riddle. Troy Riddle is an absolute legend in BSM hockey history in terms of scoring chances. He played pro. He played for the University of Minnesota. He was not around last year because he played in Japan. But Troy Riddle's signature goal was a wraparound. I bet he scored 12 or 15 goals like that as a senior. He was just a beautiful wraparound goal. And if Chris Hickok is doing anything right, he's following what Troy Riddle can do.
Oh, that's good. You can already tell these two teams are getting aggressive. Number 10, Alec Bear, is getting into it a little bit with some of the other Blaze players, but.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of pushing there too. It's a different game when the energy is so high. 12:52 on the clock, 1-1.
You know, you don't consider these two teams rivals, so you got to think they're probably just playing really good hockey.
Right. No, these would not be natural rivals. Not like, oh, there it is, T.J. Moore. Oh,
Ooh,
what a shot that was.
Right off the stick.
Yep, there's Bessie.
That was good play by
Bessie's got
Malone.
it. T.J. Moore's in there. Out in front is Leboski.
They'll send it into the Red Knight zone, but they'll control it pretty well. Hopefully they'll send it back.
Fun to watch these guys. And they were, this entire line, whoa, nice shots.
Yeah, a couple of good chances there.
Nice shots, right. And the icing was waved off.
I guess the Blaze time
now
to
the
change
icing's
lines.
not waved off. Okay, when people want to change their lines, they can only go so long. You know, Jay, I don't have any idea. What's the average length of timeout on the ice? 45 seconds? I don't have any idea.
I'd probably say anywhere from 45 seconds to probably at most a minute and a half. They don't keep these players on there long, which is pretty interesting compared to other sports where your starters are pretty much playing the whole game.
Right, of course.
So it's a nice little rotation. It allows players to take breathers, allows you to get new blood in there. As you can see, the Benilde-St. Margaret's team has a lot of good underclassmen coming up. So.
Boy, I'll say. Zach Hale, number 9. He's a very impressive player, isn't he? Is he a sophomore?
He's a junior now. He's been playing really well.
Wow, look at this. Puck was up in the air, and it hit the St. Louis Park Boys Hockey State Tournament 4th place, 1949 banner. Came down, and there was a whistle because it was out of bounds.
That's a pretty good attention to detail right there. I'm impressed with you.
Right you are. Okay, so we got the third line out here now, but look at that. They switched it. So third line became the first line. We had the last show.
Yeah, but it's interesting. They're not using the entire first line. They're keeping a few guys. That'll be Johnny Austin.
Paulie is a very interesting coach. He is very, 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 very knowledgeable. Knows what's going on, icing. And just fun to watch. And what an interview. Boy, I've interviewed him multiple times. He's always witty. He's always precise. He's always right on. His focus. He gives you 10 quotable quotes in any interview. Fabulous.
Oh, exactly. You can tell he knows a lot about the game of hockey, and he's the right person to be a coach at the high school level.
You know, I've noticed this too, and I'll go back to the Twins for a second. Gardenhire, not much of a major league player. Tom Kelly, not much of a major league player, but both very, 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 very knowledgeable. I'm sort of thinking sometimes the spectacular players I don't know if they can be good coaches or not. Maybe they can, but I sort of think that they. Here comes Burnsville. Look at that. Oh, good. Right off the defense. Right off the defense. Well, my prediction is at the end of the period, Benilde-St. Margaret's is going to have interference.
So they'll take a penalty there. Interference called against Grant Bessie.
But let's see what it turns out to be. No, it's against 26.
Yeah, so that's a 2-minute minor for the.
Oh, there you go. Holding. Holding. All right.
A holding call.
2-minute minor. So let's see what Benilde-St. Margaret's power play is.
You know, they've been very good with the power play, and you know, you talk about them having to kill the power play too. In the state games, Grant Bessie was able to. They were on power play numerous times, and Grant was able to bury at least plenty of goals.
Yeah.
You can see now they're trying to set up, so they're taking things a little slower, because they want to get at least another goal in this power play. They've got plenty of time.
Burnsville is really boxing into. They are so tight on defense. They are so tight.
Yeah, you got to give them that. They're playing pretty well, pretty good defense. Excuse me.
Wow.
That would have been a great goal.
That would have been a great goal. Still in. Pop. Nothing. The Red Knights, 1:24 left on the penalty, 10-12 on the clock. Oh, there, they cleared the zone, so Burnsville has got fresh legs, and BSM has got fresh legs. Here we go.
So now you bring back most of the first line. You got Grant Bessie, Daniel Lebowski, and TJ Moore, so they'll try to set something up.
Oh,
Danny just couldn't get enough under at that time.
Not enough under. He'll be having nightmares about that play.
That'll be a tough one to relive.
So now he's going to see if he can do something with it. Oh, he lost it twice. Shoot.
Well, he's getting out there. You know,
45 seconds left in the penalty.
You can see he might be taking a little bit on him. He looks a little dejected, but.
Well, he had 2 bad plays in a row. Very, very unlikely that would happen.
Yeah, well, he's getting called for a minor too. I don't know what the call is against him, but he's in the box.
And I missed it. I missed the call completely. So we got a 4-on-4 for 45 seconds.
It might have been a tripping or an interference because he was boxing the corner. That's when they called it. But yeah, not a good power play for Daniel Lebowski.
Not a good one. 45 seconds.
So now we get a little even strength going. We got to get the Red Knights on a good power.
So we got a 4-on-4, which is always good for us because it makes the ice a lot bigger. Here we go.
It gives you more room to spread the puck around, and it keeps the boxing going too. Getting too big.
That's Bessie. Bessie is some nice boy. Does Bessie have a shot, huh?
That would have been a close one. That was good.
I am certain that goalie did not see that one coming at all.
He's a good player. He's probably one of the better players, if not the best player on the Red Knights roster. Especially from seasons past.
I read some things recently where you might be in contention for Mr. Hockey. Still real early. Who knows what how the season's going to go, who's going to get hurt, that kind of thing. But
he's still playing really well. Huh?
Yeah. Patrick Graham, there's icing, 11 seconds on Burnsville's penalty. He's standing up in the penalty box, wants to get out there. 9:01 on the clock for the period.
So you can tell he's ready to get back on the ice and try to get something to happen because he knows they haven't been able to be shorthanded, so they get their chance.
Yep. There it goes. So now they'll set up, and then they'll get their 5th guy. 3. Oh boy.
Ooh, that's a high one.
It's a real high one. Okay, Burnsville's back at full strength.
Red Knights are still down a man. About a minute to go, and they're penalty kill. Yeah, I wonder if they can make something happen. That'd be interesting.
That would be an interesting shorthanded goal. Bessie again. Pop. Boy, Bessie's really got a shot. I don't remember that from last year at all. I know he had a good shot, but boy, this one is just a.
He's got some power.
And they're just wrist shots too. They're not slap shots or anything.
He's had a lot more time in the weight room since injuring his leg. But
no, what happened to him during the summer? He broke his leg playing baseball or something?
He broke his leg playing baseball, I believe, which we thought might impact his season. But so far, he's looking pretty good.
Isn't that amazing how You or I would break our leg and we have our dinosaur bones and we'd never get back to
Yeah,
full
well, I don't
strength.
think we'd ever skate again. We could do it before.
You are so right. Okay, so now they've got their power play. Let's see what we've got. Nothing. Oh, you're kidding. Short-handed goal.
Yeah, they're able to slip one in there past the box.
Let's see
impressive.
who got that one. Here it comes. They're coming around. Shorthand right from the center. Right in. Oh, there we go. I think we're looking at 28 for the goal, but let's see what the goal is. Let's see what the scorekeeper says. Looks to me like it was 28. Shot from right in the middle on the blue line. 26. Okay, maybe it was 26. 26, 28. I think it was 26. Yep. Defenseman Ian Taylor, if he was the one that got it.
Well, to see how the Red Knights respond, that could define the game.
Well, this is the thing Paulie said he wanted to avoid, is letting them score early and letting them score often. But they certainly have 2 goals in the first period. That's yeah, it was 26. They're announcing 26 as having the goal. So
Get the assist by Sheehy. That's again showing how impressive that first line they have is.
wow. I asked the Burnsville coach Keevelhammy before the game if he thought the 2 teams would see each other again. And he said, well, anything can happen, in different sections and everything. But at the same time, it's very, very, very early in the season. So
That's true. You can't really make predictions for the playoffs yet. We've only been 2 games in. Surprised it's a no call right there.
yeah, I did too. He was right on. He was all over him. I don't think it's bad to lose a game early in the season. I mean, the pressure's always on. Otherwise, if you just keep going, if you go with
Well, it's still
no
early
lost
in the
season.
And of course, high school hockey is you can have a losing record and still have the chance
Absolutely.
to get to the playoffs.
Yep,
but
absolutely right.
they're gonna call that.
Number 10 for the Red Knights.
Yeah, that's Alec Bear. That's the freshman. That is not what you need at this time.
Yep.
That'll be a 2-minute for tripping.
2 minutes for tripping, and the Red Knights gave up a power play goal 2 minutes ago. So let's see what happens. 6:30 on the clock.
As you saw on the replay, his stick clearly got him on the right skate. And
Yeah, it was very clear.
you got to know better than to do that, but he's a freshman, so he's got some time.
I'm standing up and looking at the crowd. I would say 90% or maybe 95% of the arena is filled. So there's
easily.
several hundred people in here. Several
Well,
hundred people.
That's a big game. You got two really great teams. That was a nice shot. Good deflection by one of the Red Knight players.
Yeah. But they're still trying it again. It's the same play they want. No! Oh my
Very
gosh!
close one there.
Very, very close shot. They're still trying to do that slap shot from the blue line and then see where it goes. If it bounces off somebody, there we go. We got a broken stick on the ice.
Get some time to clear that.
The ref took one of the halves.
Ref took the shorter end of the stick, but
Look at this. Burnsville is just doing everything right here.
missed opportunity there by Burnsville. They didn't have anyone in front of the goal to take that shorthander.
Yep.
Another missed opportunity. That one goes wide.
Yep. If I was one of the refs, I would certainly wear a face mask. Those pucks are just coming in.
How this is true. I'm surprised they stay out of the action as much as they do.
Yep.
There you go. Daniel Lebowski getting a little bit of a piece of that. Able to flip it back in.
Let's see what they got here. They got a 1-2-2-1 on their power play defense.
It'll be interesting to see what the Red Knights are able to do after last time. Of course, they're probably not trying to set anything up. If anything,
No, they're just trying to.
If they get a goal, it'd be a lucky shot here.
27 seconds left. 5 minutes left.
Red Knight defense is playing pretty well, though. But he'll take it into the zone.
Oh,
He'll go back. Ooh. TJ just wasn't close enough to get a.
Well, but the play was
Get a goal
there.
on that.
The play was there.
Easily could have been a nice goal for a power kill on Benilde, but hey, look at this. 5 seconds left, and the Red Knights are doing pretty well.
Nothing this time. Yeah, the Red Knights have really killed this play very well.
They're back at full strength now, so that was a good penalty kill.
Yep, that was very good play. People are trying to keep the play in. Nope, nothing. Burnsville's got it. The Blaze is going to shoot out. Have a line change. The Red Knights are not changing their line.
Yeah, it looks like they'll stick it around. Got a good steal by the Blaze, but Red Knights have a poke check it out of there. So they can set something up.
Okay, here we go. Even Steven.
So you got both teams at full strength.
3:42 in the period.
Burnsville up 2-1.
The goalie really, the BSM goalie, I mean, those are almost impossible shots. One's way up in the corner, and then the slap shot with a lot of traffic in the middle. Tough.
Yeah, he's really got to keep working on his game though if he wants to make sure that he can actually at least try to get a piece on one of those.
Right.
So we'll have to see how he does throughout the season.
You know, it's so funny, Jay, because you and I are, we're half a city block away. Oh, that wasn't so tough. You know, what was he thinking? Oh man, those pucks are coming in.
We could never be in there doing that. Let's be honest. Put an armor plate in front of me, I still wouldn't be able to do it right. But he played pretty well in the season opener. He stopped 25 of 26 shots at Moorhead, only allowing 1 goal.
Wow.
So we know he's got the skills to do this.
Yes. Nice. They shot by 15 for the Red Knights.
And that's Peter Hembold. He's another freshman thrown in the rotation.
You're kidding me. So this is a team that's really an underclassman, isn't it?
That's pretty interesting because he used to build his team on the upper grades.
Yes.
But now some of his best players.
And off his JV team, and now all of a sudden we got. But going back to the original conversation, Bessie Moore and Lobo, they came in as freshmen, and they were the third line. But they stayed all together, and they just have been impressive so far.
They played amazingly as a third line. And the crowd's looking for a call there.
Yes, they were. Wow.
So Red Knights will try to take it back. That's Patrick Graham. He's another one of their seniors.
Yep. Patrick Graham, captain, plays defense.
You know, they gotta start preparing because this is a very quality senior class. So we'll have to see how things are going to go for the years after this. But
right.
I think they're recruiting really well for the lower grades.
Yes. Yes. Actually, I think what happens here, Jay, is people see the program. They think, well, you know, my kid's been in since he was 6 years old. We put $1 gazillion into this thing. What can we do? You know, I mean, we're not expecting he's going to play NHL or anything along that line, but let's just see what we got. And so they say, you know, that I think I'm going to send my kid to Benilde-St. Margaret's. Let's see what we got. Same way with football, I think. If anybody in the northern suburbs, they want to put their kid in football and get a lot of football exposure, Totino Grace, that'd be the place to go with it.
Yeah, you got to get them into a good school that's built for the sport.
Right.
You know, if you're looking in terms of recruiting, Benilde's great for hockey and lacrosse. But if you're looking for football, you're looking at powerhouses.
So much. Yep, not so much.
Looking at powerhouses like Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, Edina.
Right.
Yeah, every school's got a sport they're really impressive at. Very nice to driving it up here.
As I'm reviewing the classes that have come in and the students that have come in, I guess I'd have to say my guess is that the hockey program probably brings in about 30 kids. So there's probably about 30 kids in the school who are there because of hockey. No, they might not make it as seniors or juniors or something, but that's incidental because they're there because of that. Then they realize the value of the school and all that. But I think the self-recruiting, I want my kid to go to a quality school, and I want the kid to have an opportunity to go to state, are what are what sets this apart. So good quality programs will always draw kids. 52 seconds left. 52 seconds in the period.
Some of the better ones, they finally get to meet the coach and see the storied history. And once you meet the coach, you can tell this is a guy I would love to play for.
Yep.
He's very personable.
Yep.
Very down to earth with his players. But
Yep. I'm just really impressed by Paulie's interaction with kids. I'm also really impressed. No penalty. I'm also really impressed by the quality of assistant coaches that he has. Look at this. Nice. No. Wow.
Ooh, nice quality deflection there.
Look at that. Wow. Is Burnsville fast? We're in the second or third week of the season, and look how fast they are already.
Yeah, they're going at it. Look at this replay. He's just going to backdrop it.
Right there.
Luckily he lost that one.
Yeah.
Got a little too wide. They tried to do the wraparound and jam it in, but
right, took it, pulled it off the net.
Red Knight defense wasn't having that.
Wow. 27 seconds left in the first period.
Let's see if any team can come out and strike.
Look at the shot. Look at the shot. Nope. 10 seconds.
There's been plenty of great chances for both teams, so there's missed opportunities. There's also been great capitalizations.
Yes.
Red Knights is going to round out. So after the first, the Burnsville Blaze up 2 over the Red Knights 1.
We'll see you back in the second period. We'll have some stats for you, too.
If you could see anything in the world, what would it be?
I'd love to see Paris.
I like to see cupcakes falling from the sky.
To save your vision in the years ahead, call your eye doctor for a comprehensive eye exam today. Then call 1-800-437-2423 or log on to seeabettertomorrow.org to learn about glaucoma and macular degeneration.
I just want to see more of the things I love.
Welcome back to the St. Louis Park Rec Centers, ladies and gentlemen. Starting your period number 2, Burnsville Blaze against the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. We got some statistics from the first period. Jay's got some for you.
So as for face-off percentages, Benilde's won 2/3 of the face-offs, while the Blaze have only gotten 1. So a good key to the game for the Blaze is to actually start winning some of these face-offs so they can get the puck early. Another thing is the shots on me. Although Benilde's taking more shots, the Blaze have had 9 goals compared to the Benilde 6. So you got to wonder how key those shots have to be for both teams.
Right. So when we get back into the third period and we look at the keys to the game.
Looks like the Blaze won a face-off.
Everything's red and white coming down the ice right now.
Please do not throw any coins or any other materials onto the ice. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Number 15 for the Red Knights is falling. Look at this.
What a good save right
Good save.
there.
Good save. They left a rebound, but he stopped it. Bessie to Lobo. Lobo takes the shot. Right on.
Hits the glove. Bessie just takes down the other defender. Ooh, that's out.
Go ahead. Who's 6?
I gotta step that up. Number 6, you got Ben Newhouse, the sophomore.
Ben Newhouse missed it, yeah. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's just that it would have been nice to keep it in the zone. There's Bessie's shot and a rebound. And look at this.
Bury that one.
Ha ha!
That's pretty impressive. I got to give him that.
Okay, now my thought is that what we're going to see is Bessie's shot, a rebound, and put in by, let's see, Bessie's.
Here's number 6. I think that's Ben Newhouse again.
I think you're right. Looks like, I think 13 got the goal, didn't he, or did he?
Maybe.
Well, it must,
No, we don't have a 13.
no, I think it was 9 that got the
could've been
goal.
either
Okay,
Hale or-
Zach Hale, that would make
Hale or
sense. Let's look
Newhouse.
at it again. Yep, 9, there you go.
No, I see 6
Yep.
jamming it in right there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm with you too. With you on that.
You
Okay,
never
but the
know.
point of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is 15:57 left. So Benilde-St. Margaret scores early, giving us a 2-2 game. The refs are talking with the Burnsville coach, who's upset about something.
I think he thinks the play should have been whistled dead before the puck got jammed in, but they're not going to.
No.
It's too hard to reverse calls in high school. But that was still pretty impressive by the Red Knights.
Yes.
Oh.
So they gave it to Bessie. I don't think Bessie scored it, but.
Well, he got a piece in there. Someone managed to wrap it around. Maybe it was over before, and they were just trying to jam it in further.
Right.
That's his first goal of the season, though, I think.
It's a whole new game, though. 2-2. Oh, look at this. A whole new game.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's his third goal of the season. Could know a little better on that one.
Yeah. I would have been surprised if it was his first one.
Oh, yeah. We got a player of this quality. If he doesn't score in the first game.
Yeah, Patrick Graham.
We'll get a little breakaway right there, but of course the Red Knights are able to
look at that.
Steer it
swarming all over.
That's impressive. That's good play.
Yep. Because they're doing a little bit more pinching than they did the first period. They're back into it again, a little bit more physical too, down in the offensive zone.
Yeah, it looks like whatever Coach Pauly did to get them hyped up seems to be working out. They're controlling their zone. They've been keeping it in the Blaze zone for most of the time.
Yep.
Number 9, Zach Hale, lost the handle on that one, but he'll try to get it back along the boards.
I'm surprised that Bessie got the goal. It didn't look like he was even in the picture. But
yeah, he was the one that took the first shot, which hit Malin in the chest, but it looks like the puck deflected to the right, and someone was able to wrap it around.
Right.
I'm pretty sure it was number 6, Ben Newhouse, but it could have been number 9, Zach Hale.
That's the way we looked at it.
There we go.
Look at this. The Red Knights are just swarming.
That's what I'm talking about when playing defense. You got multiple guys in the area.
Yes.
You get at least 2 guys on whoever has the puck, and you just try to generate turnovers. That's going to be the key to this game for both sides, is to limit your turnovers when you're scoring opportunities.
It's always impressive, too, that high school kids can make the adjustment between periods and move on and follow directions. They're not just out there, doing the same old, same old. Coach says, this is what we want you to do, and off they go.
Oh, exactly.
Lobo's got the puck, off to the defense, back on the corner. Nope.
Looks like the Red Knights are get a replacement. Here comes TJ Moore, another captain. That gives the chance, Blaze a chance to reset their lineup.
There's Bessie. Bessie's not going to get to it, but Moore is. Too high.
Pretty high one, hit the glass.
Lobo's out there too, to Bessie. Right in the middle. Nope. Good playing, really good playing.
Yeah, it looks like they're
really, really good passing.
trying to set it up pretty well.
Lobo was down again. Ice is real slippery.
Yeah, it looks like the Blaze are coming up with something.
This is
here.
their first line again. Ofta. Wow.
Wow, that's a close one.
It wouldn't have been a pretty goal, but would have been a goal.
Goal's a goal. You got to go with that.
Right on. Bessie's a really wonderful skate handler or stick handler, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got some impressive moves in most of the aspects of his game.
Yep.
Fast player, and he knows how to make the smart decisions, but he can also feature very easily shorthand. That's a nice glove by Andrew Sprang.
He wanted to push it off, but thought that'd be better having his team get some fresh legs in there.
Look at the shot right here. He flips it up. That's
beautiful
an easy catch.
shot. Absolutely beautiful shot.
Immediately closes his legs and he sees the puck coming to him, so he can form the wedge with the pads. That's one right to the chest.
There you go. 12 minutes left in the second period. Here it comes, a replay.
So you can see that, just a nice shot, but he gets it right.
Right there.
Gets right in the chest padding, and that's gonna help a lot. Battle on the boards right now. Red Knights try to get control. And they will. There's number 10, our freshman Alec Bear.
Both teams are really intense, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're playing with a more physical intensity than we saw in the first period, so that's going to help them a lot throughout the game. It's going to make for a great game of hockey too.
Yes, absolutely. It's great for the fans.
It's always nice to see a nice physical game.
Yep.
Get a little hate between the two teams.
There you go.
Not much. That's
There you
another
go.
one.
There you go.
Wow.
I got 28 on that goal. Let's see what we got.
You got Nate Meyer. I'm calling number 8, Spencer Naas. I see him celebrating over there. But
Hey,
who knows?
let's see what we got. Let's go around behind first. Okay, there we go, right in the middle there. And
I couldn't tell you.
I can't tell you either.
You could have been right with Nate Meyer. I saw him wrapping around getting that, but I saw Spencer Naas pull away with the.
We'll wait for the announcement. We're working with one camera this evening. If we were working with 2 cameras, there'd be a close-ups of the plays. But this way, we're just having.
The interesting thing about Spencer is he's also a transfer student.
Hang on.
Number 8, Spencer Naas.
You were right. You were absolutely right.
Number 10, Zach Hale. Naas from Hale.
That's pretty good. Naas is a transfer from Blake. He had over 40 goals at Blake last season. Decided to come here to round out his high school career.
Really? What year is he?
So he's a junior right now. So he's got quality 2 years left playing center.
Wow. What would be the attraction there? Double A? Or, because Blake is almost always strong in everything.
I think it's a combination of probably double A. He's able to play. He's able to play right now because probably the lower tuition.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to sit out that year.
Right.
I'm gonna say it again. It's probably Coach Pauly.
Talking him into, they get a
little recruiting there. And that's
a little bit of penalty there.
I wonder what they're going to call this one as.
I don't know what that means.
When he throws the hand up, it just means it's a penalty. I couldn't tell you if it's on someone or if it's a.
Maybe it's just an icing.
Yeah, might have been.
They're not like it. Yeah.
They're not setting it to a. They're not sending anyone to the box.
Nope.
Yeah, it must have been because the puck goes back to the Red Knights.
10-19, second period. Benilde-St. Margaret's 3.
Look at TJ up here, and he's had a
2.
Great control on his faceoffs. 5 for 8, putting him in a good percentage. They got their first line out here. See if they can move anything around.
It's Benilde-St. Margaret's first line against the Blazes' first line. Nice shot, TJ Moore. Nice shot. Lots of traffic in there. Anything can happen with a shot like that.
They're able to keep it out, or keep it in the zone. Excuse me.
Yep.
All right, now they're taking a lot of key shots, and you got to give it to them. It's important to take as many shots as you can, but it would be even better if you could get a little more targeted shots. You can see this replay
there
right here.
There it goes, but it goes way high. Yep, very high.
Yeah, Lobo comes in, wraps that around. He tries to get upper right, but he goes a little too far upper right.
Yep.
Gets the glass instead, but.
Yep. Well, you remember the quote from Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
So keep shooting. Anything can happen if you're shooting.
I heard with him, if you take away all the goals he had in his career, he's still the leading point scorer in the NHL because of all the assists. So he starts the other points to get the puck to your teammates.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, no trip. Nothing. No hand went up.
I think that's a good. I think it's a good no call right there. I didn't see any blatant stick interference there. I think that's just a great use of the hands to get all over him. And there's another one. The Red Knights are coming out hot this period.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
I think this is on a backhand. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, I think he's taking a nice backhand flip.
It's coming down the right side. Here he comes. Now he's going to go right in front.
That's an easy little
underneath.
flip.
There you go. Underneath.
Yeah, I think that's Alec Barrett. That might be the freshman.
Might be 10.
That'd be pretty impressive.
Very nice, yeah.
That's exactly what they need, is just to get more goals in here. Here's a better angle. Yeah, that's number 10. That's Alec Bear.
Nice.
You can even hear the crowd get riled up. You got the Red Knights fans chanting, he's a freshman.
Yep. 4-2, 9 minutes left in the second period. Benilde-St. Margaret's over the Blaze.
I like what the Red Knights are able to come up and do here in the second.
Yep.
But I think they're going to keep it going.
Number 10, Alec Bear.
And that is number 10, Alec there.
Yep.
But if they can keep up this intensity,
Yep.
then they can easily finish the game.
Yep.
That's another good no call right there. Some people were looking for tripping on that, but I think he just got a good piece of him.
Yep, I agree. You know, I really wonder. The Blaze played Eden Prairie on Tuesday, won surprisingly 5-2, so they are 5-3 maybe. So they won convincingly. But how physically and emotionally drained are they? In other words, when you think to yourself, "Oh man, we played our game of the week. Do we come back in and play Benilde-St. Margaret's again and give it all we got, or do we just sort of rest on our
That's tough
laurels?"
because you got to play two big powerhouses. You got the powerhouse of Eden Prairie, the powerhouse of Benilde-St. Margaret's.
Yep.
But to come in and beat a team like Eden Prairie, some people can call it an upset. But when you're ranked number 6,
Yep.
I don't know if you can call it an upset or just good hockey.
Yep. You know what you're doing. Oh, hard checking.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know it's real high school hockey. Everything's more intense. You get to know the players a little more.
Yep.
You can feel the checks up here, even though you're not even close to the
Yep.
ice.
Trying to feed it in. Bessie into the middle.
Almost set something up there. That would have been a nice one.
Lobo into the middle. TJ Moore, nothing. And they're going to wave it off. So what we got?
They'll give the Blaze a nice chance for a line change.
Yep.
She probably needed it about this time.
Yep. Got a whistle.
There's a call.
Because an offside, maybe, huh?
I think it's offsides, and I sent anyone to the bench, so
Yep.
just a little too early.
Yep.
But it gives each team a good chance to get another line change.
A breather.
Red Knights are on their second line, I believe.
8, 18, 10.
Spencer Naas, Evan Fleming, and
Yep.
Alec Bear, second line. I gotta give him that for a freshman to make the second line. Alec Bear is doing something right.
Yep.
I believe that goal might have been. That's the second goal of the season for a freshman. Now the Red Knights have to be careful.
I think the reason I like that goal an awful lot was it was a backhand, so the goalie's not expecting it. Normally speaking, the player has to come around, twist around in order to get his shot, right-handed or left-handed. But to do it backhanded, whoa boy! But to do it backhanded is just really a worthwhile.
Yeah, that gives you. That shows a little bit more of the skill set of the player.
Yes.
They're able to flip it around backhanded.
Yeah.
They missed trying to deflect that one and send it back, but Alec Bear is going to pick that one right up.
Yep.
We're going to be talking about this kid for the next 3 years easily.
I think you're right.
He's got a great future in this program,
Yep,
especially with Coach Pauly.
I agree with you.
Got to give him that credit.
I'm so involved in the game here that I'm trying.
That's hard. It's hard to keep calm, and all you're doing is watch him. But
6:39 whistle, second period. Benilde-St. Margaret's 4, Burnsville Blaze 2.
I like what the Red Knights were able to do in that last minute or so. They had to play the top scoring line of Burnsville, and they were able to keep it mostly away from the net.
Yes.
I had a few close calls there, but for the most part, that was some great defense.
Yes.
So let's see if they can get the offense on the board for 20 more points. That's a missed opportunity by the Red Knights. But of course, they'll just send him right in the boards. Ooh, that's Johnny Austin as a junior.
That's not a name I recognize either.
He's also a transfer. He also came from Blake.
Really?
Yeah, we're just taking players from the Blake program. Him and Spencer Naas came over. Austin plays defense. He had 40 points, mostly assists, only 10 goals.
No kidding.
So that's
no kidding.
That you got to give Coach Pauly that. He had something to do with all these players coming on over.
I'm also thinking, besides the strength of the program, I'm also thinking as the kids are playing summer hockey, they are saying, hey, why don't you come to us? Why don't you come play with us? Look at it. I think you're going to have a better opportunity playing with us. And obviously it makes the program stronger all the way around.
Yeah, it's hard enough even you're a coach, and some of these coaches also teach, so that's a little more difficult.
Right.
Because coaching in itself is a full-time job. You're always looking at film, trying to get better. You have to recruit too. Pauly had a heck of a time coming in. He got plenty of nice new players, but he had to find a new goalie after the dismissal of Justin Qualley.
Right.
But luckily he was able to do that and got a good one there.
And Jake Horton graduated. He looks like he filled in his defense pretty well.
They're missing quite a few names from last year, and that one I'm not liking. I think that should have been a call for tripping. But
You know, it's really funny, Jay. I was at I went to, speaking of Jake Horton, Horton plays in Aberdeen now for a junior team, and I wanted to see him play. So I went to Aberdeen. Steiny, who graduated 2 years ago, playing for Aberdeen as well. Yeah, Pat. And Jake. And it was just really fun to watch. And you think, well, you know, if they're playing juniors, the quality of hockey should be a step up from this. It is not. It is not. It was not, at least. No. The quality of hockey here is just phenomenal. Look at these teams play. We got a penalty.
Yeah, penalty on Grant Bessie. That's going to be a tough one.
Did you see what it was?
2 minutes.
Here we go. And what did he do?
That's a nice open ice hit right there. Gets him in between Chris Hickok and just sandwiches him. But I think that's I don't know what I'd call that.
I don't either. So
it's not a major, but
I don't understand. The board's got 2 penalties for the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights, and we've only got 1 in the box.
Maybe he's trying to get it down.
There we go. Okay.
Kind of fix that. So I think he'll get a minor. They might have called a trip on that or an interference.
Well, she announces that maybe we can pick it up. So let's see what the Burnsville power play looks like.
I think for me, I see that. I think it was just quality hockey. That's just how you play the game. It's nice and physical. Everyone loves a good hit.
Yep. As long as it's not you or me. There we go.
Hopefully we'll stay safe up here.
Minor penalty is
Here's the penalty.
on the Red Knights. Number 12, Grant Bessie, 2 minutes, interference.
Interference.
They'll call the interference.
There you go. That would make sense.
You know, I gotta like that play.
What do we got here? No penalty. Nope. No
Good
penalty.
thing they didn't call that one. That would have destroyed the Red Knights. A 5-on-3 power play would not have been. Not have been pretty for them. Exactly. You said it.
Well,
just
look
right.
at this is amazing though, the way their power play is operating. So now they got shorthand, and Danny's going in, takes a shot.
The problem with the Red Knights,
controlling the puck down there.
The problem with the Red Knights, you have to be worried. Even when they're shorthanded, they're still pretty dangerous.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
3 of Grant Bessie's 5 goals in the state championship game came when the Red Knights were shorthanded.
Yes.
Which is even more impressive. They'll get a line change here real quick.
Burnsville will. Red Knights aren't yet.
Oh, they took a few players out.
Oh, did they? Okay, there you go.
They're playing with, they keep the good defense players.
Had to be. Rebound. Had to be.
That was pretty impressive.
What has happened here? Burnsville has scored on 2. Here's the play coming down the middle. Takes the shot. There's the rebound. Next one in, takes it.
Yeah,
right
deflected, so he's able to come up and just get a piece of that.
Yep.
You know, the good news is the Red Knights build up a decent lead to defend against that, but this is another one of Burnsville's goals that comes on a power play. So
was that their second or third?
That's their second goal on the power play.
Yep, at least
third goal overall.
So they've got a pretty potent power play.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. I feel bad for. If you look at the goalie right now, he's getting harassed by the Burnsville fans. That's the problem with being a goalie. You got to be tough and.
Absolutely right. 3:13 in the second period. Score is 4 for the Red Knights, 3 for the Blaze.
Number 19.
Yeah, now the Red Knights are back at full strength, which is more dangerous, and they're probably going to be a little mad about allowing that goal. So we're going to see some pretty good.
Sam Dockery got the goal for Burnsville. So we're going to dump it in, have a line change. Freeze the puck in the corner. Clock is running.
So they'll keep it in the zone. That's smart play.
Yep.
Ooh, that was a close one right there.
So we got it. Oh,
there's a wraparound. There's a wraparound. Spencer Naas with another one.
Oh, wow.
And there's your Red Knight response on that power play goal.
I've got to believe that Troy Riddle has an influence on this.
He's got some good with the wraparound.
That was his patented play the entire 3 years he was playing for the Red Knights. What a great shot. Here it comes right now. Right there.
Jam it in between them.
And there was
Pipe and
nobody
the
else
goalie.
even around. Nice play.
That was a perfect play, and I'll give you that. You were right. You got to give Troy Riddle credit for coming back to this program and teaching them what he knew when he was a high school student, a hockey player.
He did it when he played for the Gophers too, but not with the regularity that he used it with the Red Knights.
Well, there's a step up in hockey.
Oh, look at this! Another try.
That's another one. Oh,
unreal!
This is getting ridiculous. Now they're coming out.
1:56 left in the period.
I wonder who we got on this one. They got our instant replay right here.
Okay, it's coming across.
So he comes across, tries to do another wraparound. He won't get the wraparound.
No, wraparound and then a rebound. There you go.
Whoever's in the front got that one. He's getting pushed down pretty heavily.
Wraparound and a rebound. Nice play.
That's good team play right there, and that's the Red Knights responding early. Here's a better angle.
Yep. 6-3, 1:56 left in the second period.
No, still can't get who that was. We'll give that to Naas. That'll be his second today.
And Alex Bear again.
So I tell you,
that's a name we are gonna be using a lot, aren't we?
They're building it up with a lot of quality underclassmen and a couple new transfer juniors, like Johnny Austin and Spencer Naas. So they'll still have a good program for years to come.
Yep. I think the term is every year they just reload. They don't have to start all over again.
Exactly.
They just reload and keep going from there. Boy, the Red Knights are really impressive. I've been impressed by Burnsville the entire evening, but then I look at the scoreboard and the Red Knights are really doing some things right.
Yeah, and early in the first, I thought that this would be just getting really close and would always stay this way. But it looks like the Red Knights have decided they were going to respond.
Yep.
So the tough part is you have to go in, there's a minute left in the second.
Yep.
You have to go in now and keep that mentality.
Right.
Because this game can still sway anywhere else. The Red Knights buried 5 in this period alone, so it's possible that anything can happen.
And the goalie is leaving.
Yeah, it looks like they'll go for the 6th man for a few minutes.
57 seconds. We got a high stick.
Yeah, they're calling a high stick on
Bessie.
They're calling, no.
On Moore.
Yeah, on Moore. They're calling a high stick on that. He's not. I don't think he's agreeing with the call.
No, he doesn't agree with the call. I wonder if we can see that. So the goalie was gone. The play happened. The penalty happened before the goalie took off, so that they could add somebody.
So that gives them the chance to get back at their goalie. I thought when they pulled him, I was like, that's going to be another easy goal for the Red Knights.
They pulled it because of the penalty. I hadn't seen it either. Exactly. Here we go with their power play again. Let's see what they got in their power play this time.
Red Knights are
44 seconds, period.
The hard part about playing goalie, if you look at Sprang, he's got number 28 right up on him.
Yep.
Ian Taylor. And they try to go for the wraparound there, but that's a good clear by the Knights. So
nice
knock
clear.
some time out of there. Yeah, it looks like they're going to continue with the same 4 guys for the next 20 seconds. We're going to have to start shorthanded in the third, so that's going to be tough. But
Sheehy's line, so.
And that's smart play by the Burnsville coaches to know.
Look at that. Nothing. Look at that.
Some close.
And the goalie was on the ground.
Opportunities are coming up.
No stick.
Looks
1 second. There you go.
Looks like that's going to do it for a second. The Red Knights coming back with a resurgence, taking over 6 over the Burnsville Blaze at a 3.
What was the score at the end of the first period? Do you remember?
So the end of the first was Burnsville Blaze 2, Red Knights were 1. So the Red Knights were able to score 5 goals
in this period
to the Blazes 1. So we'll have to see how the Blazes are able to respond to that period, and also how the Red Knights are able to maintain the physicality they've been playing with.
That looks great. Okay, well, we'll see you back, ladies and gentlemen, back here in the third period. Very, very, very exciting game.
something's not right.
My first symptoms were
constant tingling in my toes.
My legs, sometimes they'll go numb.
Had double vision.
They said you have multiple sclerosis.
Well, the beginning is the hardest time.
Kind of had to get a grasp on reality.
I had to adapt and change very rapidly.
I had to learn how to drive with my hands. Yeah, that was interesting.
I was a dancer. I don't see walking the way I walk any different than doing a dance. It just looks different. It's a different dance.
You see me have an off day, it doesn't take away from who I am.
A symptom may cause you not to be able to do that anymore. And at one point, I wasn't able to do any of those.
But I would exercise every day.
Since I've been cycling, it's definitely helped my walking.
To make a lot of changes in my life and just adapt to it.
I'm going to acknowledge its presence. I'm not going to discount it, but at the same time, I'm going to try my best to not let it stop me.
It's a fantastic opportunity to be working together with a common goal of curing MS, and sharing is the key.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Beginning of the third period, Benilde-St. Margaret 6. Burnsville Blaze with 3. However, Benilde has got Dan Lebowski, TJ Morris in the sin bin for another 50 seconds.
I like the terminology there, sin bin. That's good. Wanted to steal that one. That pass.
The Blaze has been really impressive on power plays. Right now, look at this.
So the Red Knights have to be careful not to allow the Blaze to get into the night zone during these power plays, because that was a real
wide open net.
That was open for a perfect reach around, but he just missed. If you're Andrew Sprang, you got to be feeling extremely lucky right there.
Very, very lucky. 13 seconds. Looks like Burnsville's going to be able to come down one more time.
Yeah, TJ Moore's getting ready to come out the box. Red Knights to be at full strength. There he is.
There he is.
They'll get a line change though, so he'll just wrap back around, go to the bench.
Let's go back, Jay, a minute to the stats of the second period. Shots on goal again.
So
got him.
The second period was a little interesting, especially for shots. The Red Knights took 6 shots in the first, but 10 in the second, whereas the Burnsville team took 9 in the first and another 9 in the second. The difference is the Red Knights were able to capital on half their shots, scoring 5 goals in the second. 3 coming from junior transfer Spencer Naas, 1 coming from Zach Hale, and 1 coming from the freshman Alec Bear. So they've been playing very aggressively, and Spencer Naas, as you can see, has been going pretty dominant on this game.
It's really pretty amazing, isn't it? Now, when they're full strength like this, how even they're matched, but at the same time, the score is not that way at all.
You can tell it's a good game if you look at this, but if you look at the scoreboard, you could see the Red Knights are pulling ahead a little too much. But they've kept it physical. If you look at it after the first, it was only 2-1. The Blaze were up, but the Red Knights really responded to that quickly. I don't know.
Five goals in the second half is really sort of the story of the game at this point, isn't it?
Oh, easily. I credit that to, I'm going to say it again, Coach Ken Pauley. He gave them a good pep talk. He got them in there, and they've been playing more physical ever since.
Yep.
They keep this up, another 14 minutes, they'll have themselves the second win of the season.
And Burnsville, who shouldn't have 2 losses, will have 2 losses. Burnsville is playing very, very well. Oh, my gosh.
Well, both teams are playing extremely well. And luckily for us, Chris Hickok was only down for a moment. That was a brief scare. It's never good to see anyone down on the ice.
No, especially he tripped over one of the Burnsville players and went head first into the boards.
That's never good.
Let's see what she. Oh, nope, the trainer's not over there, so I guess that's a good sign.
Well, when you talk about concussions, you mostly think about football, but people like to mention that you can get a concussion in any sport.
Absolutely.
You got a lot of baseball players get hit in the head with a pitch. Hockey is very similar. If you get in a fight, they aren't even the high school level, but if you get a good check, you got to be careful.
Yep.
And concussions change. And, when you're in the pros, a concussion is you might be back within a week or so. If you're here, you're probably taking a lot of time off to recover. So they want to make sure you're staying healthy as a young athlete.
Absolutely right. And they're not spending $12 million on you, so there you go.
Amen to that. You're not getting paid to do this. You're only doing it for the love of the game.
Yep.
They'll keep that one in the zone using number 4.
So the Red Knights are back in again. Oh, missed shot. 32 and
close.
Freezing the puck.
Hey, you can see how intense the game's been right there.
What's going on down there? Burnsville's a little bit feisty on the...
Got TJ and a couple of the Burnsville players going at it, and that's how you tell it's a good game.
So here we go. There's TJ's shot. Held
he
it
lost
up.
a little bit of hand on that, but you can see him getting a little physical right there.
Yeah, and he's got 3 of them around him. So
yeah, one else comes in to push him, so you got to let that go one-on-one. You can't come in. I know you got to help your teammates and all, but you can't come in on that unless you want to get called.
Yep.
I don't know what they would call in high school for no fighting.
I always thinking penalties. So many penalties are retaliation penalties. The ref misses the first penalty, the kid retaliates, and that's the one that the refs see. So often it's retaliation penalties.
Well, we've seen some calls that are questionable, some calls that have definitely been missed, but
whoa,
that was a close one.
A bounce, and it could have been in.
And of course, the usual Jablonski cheer coming from the Red Knights.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a very interesting story. And coming into December with a Jack Jablonski injury, that really carried this team into the state.
Right.
If you watch that bounce almost goes in.
Yep, that was an amazing shot.
Able to get a good deflection on the glove.
And a great replay.
Let's see if the Red Knights can
12:50 on the clock.
There goes Naas. He almost wins that, but he'll just be immediately down by Mallon, excuse me.
You would think that Burnsville's going to get pretty chippy at this point in time. We got 12 minutes left, and and we're down by 3, and we shouldn't be.
Yeah, they got to start going at it if they want to take a chance to decrease the deficit and come back in this game. It's still an evenly matched game. There's no question that this is put away.
Right.
There's still 12 minutes of hockey left, and any team could win it at this point. I'm going to say that, even though the scoreboard says otherwise.
Wow, actually, as I'm watching each of the plays, the Burnsville players are really getting feisty. They're all over the Red Knights. Just won't let them go, and they just keep riding them.
You can't blame them. Right now, you get a little antsy because you're down. You feel bad. You feel like coming out of Eden Prairie, you feel like you can beat anyone.
Right.
But now coming in this game, that one right there catch some of the Red Knights a little off guard, but.
Okay, we got the third line in for the Red Knights.
Ooh, that was a good hit right there. That's a loss of the stick. Hale's able to pick that one right up, though.
Out of bounds.
So Burnsville's going to start up. That's some impressive handling. They're not going to call that one. I agree with that no call. I don't think it was an intentional trip. He just ran right into the stick.
Right. So they feed it down. Hale is on the puck.
So, Mick, if you're the Red Knights, what are you trying to do right now in the next 11 minutes to secure the win?
Keep scoring.
Just got to keep going at it?
Yep, keep scoring.
We'll try to
Look at this. What is going on here?
You can see a little shoving even after the play is called.
Yeah.
It looks like he was trying to...
You can see it on the replay. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of black and gold jerseys.
Followed by a couple of red and white. They're just trying to push it in, but after you can see a little bit of pushing and shoving.
Right.
I think that's one of the things Paul is going to address to the team after this game is you can't be doing that.
There's too much of a chance of a penalty, and then all of a sudden their power play is back on.
You got to understand emotions run high in games like this, but you have to keep it in check for the most part. And most of the captains have done a really good job of that. I haven't seen too many scraps from them. TJ's gotten into it a little bit, but nothing much.
That was an interesting face-off we just had. TJ Moore, 23, is usually the center, and on that setup, Bessie was the center, number 12. But TJ was on a wing, and Lobo was on the wing.
Looks like they're going to do the same thing again. They're going to put Bessie at center. It's an interesting move. We'll have to see if Paulie keeps up with it, because it hasn't worked out too well so far, but we'll have to see if he can put it in there.
You're still a 3-goal lead is impressive, especially in hockey. But you can't rest on your laurels because if we got 5 goals in the second half, so can they.
Anything can happen right now. So you have to keep playing with the same intensity you were before.
Look at this cross-checking.
What are they doing right there?
Cross-checking. Look at
after
this.
The call.
He's gotta. Yeah, 20's gotta get it. I was all over. Okay, here comes the play. 23. Okay, now watch the checking. Here we go, the cross-checking right there.
Yeah, that's what it is. Ref's having a talk with Grant Bessie about that cross-check, but that's going to help.
It'll be interesting if they saw the same thing we saw, but from up here it was clearly a cross-check.
Oh, easily.
Oh, it's like a coincidental here. Yeah, it's coincidental. So Lorzian.
Yeah, that would explain what Bessie was getting at it about. I don't think he thought Moore had any business going to the box.
Yeah. So we got coincidentals. Coincidentals means it's 10:57 on the clock, and actually the way a coincidental works is not the way it's up on the clock. No, they both got 2-minute penalties. Not right. What's supposed to happen is it's a 2-minute penalty, but they don't. The coincidental penalty is not satisfied until the whistle after the first 2 minutes. So on the clock it's 10:57. Once it gets to 8:57, the next whistle after 8:57.
Well, at least these penalties are offsetting, so it'll just be 4-on-4. That just makes the ice a little bit bigger.
Nope. They're 5-on-5 on a coincidental.
All right.
5-on-5 on a coincidental. There we go. Now they got it. So first whistle after 8:57.
I keep forgetting it's like fighting. You get one player in the box, but you get to bring in another player. So
right.
You lose 2 quality players right there. But
and actually a coincidental can really hurt because if there's no whistle, you got one of your players on the bench for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes until the whistle.
Easily. So you're hoping there's a stoppage in play. And
right.
One of the goalies is able to grabbing down the puck, or we get a high shot, or we get maybe another penalty or something.
Any kind of a whistle will do it.
Or an icing. I'm just listing all the ways you can get the whistle going.
Number 20, Cole Borchardt, 2 minutes slashing.
It's 2 minutes slashing, and we thought it was a cross check.
On the red line.
Let's see what the red line penalty is.
TJ Moore, 2 minutes slashing.
So slashings. Okay.
He'll get slashing the goaltender. I think Borch is getting slashing at TJ. TJ retaliated by hitting the goaltender.
Yep.
But
now we got a. No, it looks like a.
They're not
hooking. There's a hook.
They're opening up the box.
So now we got a 5-on-4, number 3, right there.
There's
the hook.
You can see the hook right there.
Yep.
So that's going to leave the Blaze short-handed for a while.
I wonder if the Red Knights. I'd love to see the Red Knights do something on a power play.
That'd be great to see, because we haven't capitalized too much on our power plays.
I don't remember if there's been one this evening. I know. I've been impressed by Burnsville the whole time, but
Burnsville scored most of the, two-thirds of their goals have come on power plays. The Red Knights haven't had I don't think they've had a single one on a power play yet. But now could be their time because the Blaze are playing some amazing power kill.
Yep.
But you got to be careful because even though it's 5-on-4, it's still.
Yep. Now we got a 2-on-2. 2-on-3, let everybody get back in.
Grant will
Grant Bessie.
Try to set things up.
Dan Lebowski.
Johnny Austin. Ben Newhouse.
Back to Bessie.
They're only keeping one man in front of the goal. Austin's able to save that one from going out of the zone, luckily.
They've got 3 in the front of the goal.
Ooh, they tried to get him with a little confusion there. See if Bessie could get in on a good
Bessie could have done it. So here we go again. They got Burnsville's got 2 in front of the net.
Ooh, Austin was quick to pull the trigger, but Lebowski was pretty open there. Hope to see if anyone can get a good wraparound.
There you go. There's Bessie. Nope. No, we got nice shot.
Comes in Naas. That's a good glove. That gives the Burnsville players a time to switch their lines. Looks like our friends in the 2 minutes got out in 2 minutes.
Yep, our coincidental penalties are over. Burnsville has still got 1 man in the penalty box. There's 56 seconds left on that penelty.
So you talked about how they could be in there for upwards of 2 minutes, but that was dead even. So
right
that was
on there.
Good.
Yeah, that was real good.
Good effort by the Red Knights to get working there. That's a smart move by the Blaze, trying to clear it, so you can get a chance to set something out, take some more time off the clock. They're doing it again. Now they're getting the takeaways. At this point, the takeaways aren't, they're not mattering so much as trying to get a goal off it. It's just trying to not let the Red Knights get a goal off it. There you go.
Yep. TJ Moore, Grant Bessie. Bessie's got the puck. Bessie's coming in, takes a shot. It's way high.
That's going up. That's up and over the.
Up and over a stick.
Net.
Yep. Red Knights are pulling in their second line, it looks like. 28, 18, 25, 17, and 10.
We got Alex.
So their second line.
We got Alex Bear, Patrick Graham, Nate Meyer. He's pretty deep on that depth chart. I'm kind of surprised he's coming in. Evan Fleming, second line.
Well, he's got to give the kids some tension here, and it's not that the game is on the line at this point.
It's nice to get your other players in some time, but you still want to make sure the guys you're putting on the ice at least have something.
Yep.
Something
but they're only going to have something if they get the practice, if they get the time in.
So it's nice, like Myers and Austin now, who don't have much experience and are buried low on the depth chart, can get in with a couple of new seniors.
The penalty's over with for Burnsville, so we got 5-on-5.
Another impressive kill by Burnsville. Let's see if they can turn this into points now. Red Knights keep it in the zone. Stop that offside.
Nice
shot by Alec Bear. That was some good stick handling. Give him that.
Yep.
Impressive puck work to fake out the defender.
18's doing a nice job.
Yeah, you got Evan Fleming, the junior.
Evan Fleming, yep. Your sister played for the Red Knights 3-4 years ago. She started as a freshman. I think she's playing for Gustavus this year.
So
yeah, wonderful. Lots and lots of fun. Those Flemings are great kids.
So you have the hockey running in the family. That's what we like to see here.
Yep. And Nate Myers, 28. His brother was a basketball player, so I'm suspecting that Nate probably wants to play hockey just to not be in the light. Look at that. Nice shot by Hale.
It's more impressive about Evan Fleming. He led the Benilde-St. Margaret's JV team with 116 shots on goal.
Wow.
That's something right there.
Wow. No, he should be on the ice. You're right about that.
Easily.
And nobody won. There you go. And then Burnsville takes it.
But look at that. Look at that kill by Chris Hickok.
No,
it's offside.
Offsides. Too bad.
Seth was on the other side of the line, but that was still an impressive takeaway by Hickok.
Yep, Gormley 34. The fans are having a good time, as you can tell. 7 minutes and 5 seconds.
Oh, it's always great to be a fan of, a team who's got great hockey.
Yep.
It's even better when you're part of the school.
Yep. Lots and lots of memories, lots and lots of fun. There's a lot going on in high schools. Academics, obviously, the most important thing, but boy, oh boy, if you can have a good time and follow your team and make some friendships, those are all really important.
There's a call right there. They're going to get Blaze are going to get a tripping.
Oh, and what have we got here?
They're not going to call that.
Just the trip.
That was it. They're just going to call the trip on one of the players.
The Burnsville player doesn't want to admit he did it, so he's hiding and he's going on to the bench. What do we got here? Who's going on? Two of them?
What's going on? We got a dual penalty. So you got one for the tripping back there, and there must have been a penalty on the hit on Hickok. That might have been a interference. I think the puck was over.
So we got a 5-on-3.
Now that's going to be tough. That's going to hinder the Blaze in their attempts to make a good comeback.
Well, they're still standing there. I wonder if they're looking at giving something to one of the Benilde players. No, they're just trying to explain it to the scorekeeper and the timekeeper. It looks like it should be 5-on-3. That's the way it's looking to us.
Yeah, you got two players in the box, probably each for 2 minutes. So two minors.
Oh, wait a minute. Now what do we got here?
No. This doesn't add up. This can't be a 5-on-2 or 3.
No, somebody's getting a major because and somebody's going to have to take it out. So they're going to have to serve the penalty.
You have 3 players in the box, so it is a 5-on-3 because they're able to replace the one with the major. You got 1 major and 2 minors.
Yep.
That is going to hurt. that is not what you want if you're trying to come in and bury some goals. I think the Red Knights should be quick to score on this.
Well, that's you and I. I mean,
well, you know, we might be a little biased, but
Bessie to 6. Who's 6?
Number 6.
Newhouse.
Ben Newhouse.
And
still got those sharp eyes.
Johnny Austin's on the ice. Newhouse, Austin taking the shot.
Quick to pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger.
They'll clear that one. Sprangle. Hit it back and. So you got Tyler Sheehy. He's one of their best players in there.
Oh, wow!
I think that might have been a puck to the groin.
Oh, he's just not moving, is he? Oh boy, call it.
Is there a stop? No, he's getting up. He's getting up under his own power, but I think he got hit in the groin with the puck.
Yeah, he sure went down fast.
So that's
There he is.
He's getting up, but it's slow.
28. He's really hurting. Let's see if we can see it here. Here's 28. There's the shot.
Yeah, he took the shot right into the.
I think he got it in the gut.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fine.
But it was just a power shot that.
I wouldn't play him the rest of the day, but he needs to go sit down. 5-10 minutes, he'll be. He should be back
again.
up.
Here it comes again, and pop right there, slam, kabong, yes.
Yeah, it hits him in the lower gut or upper groin area, so that's nothing.
So we got a 5-on-3 still. Lebowski, Bessie, yeah.
And there it is. There's Grant. Are they waving it off? Or are they calling it?
Nope, they called it.
All right, that's Grant Bessie.
So I'm saying that's a Lobo to Bessie.
Easily, that's a great connection they've used over the past few years.
So 5-on-3, you should score. I wonder if they can get another one. 5-on-3 is Lobo taking the shot. Bessie right from the corner. Yep.
And he gets that right hook because the goalie still believing in Lobo, so that's good. Well, that'll give him an extra player on the ice, so that puts it at 5-on-4, but that's still a power play.
Yep.
So you finally get one player out of the box, you still got 2 in there.
And I think even once his 2-minute penalty is over within 1 minute and 3 seconds, I think that they lose the use of him.
I'd assume so. It's a major. That's a little more surprising to see a major in a high school game, especially with this early in the season.
Yep.
But these teams have been going at it, so I'm not as surprised as I should be.
Nope, they're doing a great job.
They're
back in the corner. All of the actions in the Burnsville area, without question. So now we're starting all over again. Set it up. Patrick Graham, 17, pops it in. Nope,
goalie
picks it up.
But
28 seconds left on the penalty.
Good play by the goalie.
5:05 left in the game. And the fans are going crazy on this song. Who did let the dogs out? So everybody's screaming and hollering and having a good time. Whoops, not saying not everybody's having a good time. The BSM folks are having a good time. The Blaze folks are standing, but very, very quiet.
They're looking for answers right now. That's what they're trying to find.
Yep.
You know, they're pretty amazed how much they built it in the first and then lost the handle on that short lead.
Right. Graham into the zone. Right where a Benilde-St. Margaret's player is supposed to be.
All right, there we go. They're back at full strength now.
Yep.
So 4 minutes left. I'm still saying anything can happen, but.
Oh, there's a penalty now. Another penalty. A cross check. Who's getting it? 6? I believe 6.
Yeah, it's Ben Newhouse. Yep, that's a cross check.
Yep.
Look at the replay. Just puts a good shove on him into the boards.
It's tough for us to see here because we're at a bad angle, but it was clear what was going on.
That was a good replay.
Here we go. Let's see what we got.
Again.
No, we're not.
He gets a good push right
there. It is. Yep. And the alarm went right up.
Yeah. So we got to be careful now because the Blaze have scored the majority of their goals on power plays.
Oh, they don't have to work on the power play, do they? There you go.
There it is.
Killing it. 4:12, 1:45 left. The penalty.
Won't hit the back, but that gives the chance of the Red Knights to re-up.
Blaze is coming down there. They haven't quit, have they?
No, it looks like they're still
They're
fighting.
playing a good, strong game.
Yeah, you can see how physical it's getting. Johnny Austin's getting into it with one of the Blaze players.
I think the goalie went off on goalie. I think the goalie knocked it in.
Yeah, I think that might be.
Let's see what the replay looks like. But it looks to me like it went off the goalie's heel and went right back into the net. But again, it's 4-7, so it's not like it's a disaster. It's just that here we go. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah,
there's the shot's going to come. No, missed it.
I think you're right. I think it went off one of his pads, and then, although they still have this insurmountable lead, you have to play better.
Now the play's going to come. Now we're coming down. The shot right there, and in the corner. Yep, because there's nobody around. Yeah, I wonder.
You could call it on one of their early players.
Number 28, Ian Taylor.
That's Ian Taylor. They'll give it to him. 28.
So what do we got here? 3:22, 7-4 is the score.
So the Red Knights still have to play extremely well for the last few minutes, just to make sure they can seal off the victory.
Yep.
Because you never know. At any time, that Burnsville could pull their goalie and pick up the sixth man.
And we don't. I would think that you can't let down now. If you let down, that's going to be a lesson right there, a life lesson right there.
Oh, exactly.
Can't be letting down, and he keeps the puck in. Nope, offsides.
That was a nice shot. It was a little wide, but yeah, he'll get that offsides. So
2:54, 7-4. It's the score. Benilde-St. Margaret 7. Burnsville Blaze 4.
So we've seen a nice high scoring. There you go. He'll get that into the.
Well, I was really expecting coming in it was going to be a 2-3 or something along that line.
Yeah, you thought it would be an even match game.
Oh, without question. At the end of the first half, when it was end of the first period, 2-1, and oh boy, what do we got here? But
yeah, we had a really high scoring second period.
Yeah.
Not so much, not so much the third, not so much the first, but second period really came
second
in.
period was the difference. Whoever's writing the article for the paper tonight is going to have to talk about the second period.
You got to talk about guys like Spencer Naas, a new addition to the team, who come in and play as amazing as he did.
But you also have to talk about Burnsville's power play. They done do a good job. What? Look at this here.
Look at that. Burnsville player, Newhouse
down there.
And you can see that they're getting mad because they know they're down a deficit. They feel they should have won this game,
or at least been more competitive.
They're beating themselves up, which means they're going to get mad at the competition.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would have been
nice try.
That would have been a great move by Alec Bear, but that's still pretty impressive for being a freshman.
Yep. So the Red Knights number 1, Burnsville number 6. I think Burnsville's going to lose their 6th rating. I don't know though. If they beat EP, and there's no fisticuffs in the front of the net at that point, which I'm surprised and glad to see.
Well, they beat EP, and the new thing is Edina's number 2, Minnetonka's 3, Duluth East is 4, Hill Murray's 5, and Burnsville's 6. So I don't think Burnsville will go down too far, depending on what EP does. But
yep.
It'll be interesting to see.
Nice shot, stopped by the defense. Nice shot. Oh, there's another defensive player who got hurt by a Red Knights power shot. 29's going off the ice.
If you take another big puck, he's limping a little bit.
Look
I think he's hitting the leg.
Yep.
Ooh, that's pretty impressive. It's an impressive game by the Red Knights. Still saying,
look at that. Oh, they want to get this. They're just not letting up, are they?
Oh, absolutely not.
The first line's out there.
My problem is some people like to question extra scoring in the end of any game, but I don't.
It's 1 minute left. No, I think you keep the pressure on.
I think when I played football, you always taught you play 4 quarters. You don't just stop because you're up in the lead. You play the 4 quarters.
Right.
So I always have a problem with people telling me, they just kept going and scoring. They're still playing hockey.
Yep,
they're still playing whatever they're doing.
That's right. You're 100% right, Jay.
Winding down, 30 seconds left. Looks like the Red Knights will be up to their 2nd victory of the season over the Blaze. 7-4, but they're not. But you're right, they're not letting up on the pressure, which is good.
Didn't they score 6 in Moorhead?
Yeah, they scored 6 on Moorhead, which is pretty impressive considering Moorhead's ranked 14th. They've already played 2 ranked teams. We'll have to see how they do this season.
Well, that's the advantage of having an independent schedule. When they're not in any conference, you can play.
That's true.
You can play the best that there is.
A lot of games will be more interesting.
2
Grant will lose
seconds,
the
and there we
handover,
go.
That ought to do it.
Yep.
I think they're gonna call a stoppage of clock for some. No. I guess they're gonna call it.
There you go. That's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Hawkins. What a great game we have seen. I hope our broadcast has done it justice, because we've done the teams have done a fabulous job. Jay, you got any closing remarks?
What an amazing game. You got to give credit for the Red Knights coming out in the second, being able to score 5 goals and put it up top. Such a physical game, and we can easily see these 2 teams in the postseason, even though it's still early.
Great. Michael Hawkins wishing you a good evening. Jay, you got any closing remarks?
Just an overall great game for both teams.
And good evening.
Gotta give it to that. So
great.
Your final score: Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights 7, Burnsville Blaze 4. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.